Is the Rolex GMT the most popular Rolex of all time? Hi guys, my name is Robertino and welcome back to another episode of Selling Time. This year marks Rolex's 70th year anniversary of the Rolex GMT. In this video, we've put together our top Rolex GMT sales to discuss current market prices, the history of the model, what's ahead for each model, and how to use your Rolex GMT. First up, we have the Rolex Root Beer 126711 GMT Master 2. Let's get into the episode. We're here with Ryan. We're going to show him the watches for the giveaway. Thanks guys for tuning in. 20 to 22, this one's 20, this one's 24, this one's right at 15.
I'm gonna get him this one.
Alright, so Ryan's gonna take the Root Beer.
Root Beer, baby.
So this was a great choice by Ryan. It's about a $20,000 watch in today's current market. Give or take $1,000 up and down depending on if it's pre-owned, no box, no papers, or brand new. The Rolex Root Beer is a two-tone model offered in rose gold and stainless steel. It's a very popular seller here at WatchGuys. If you're looking for this model, head over to WatchGuys.com. So what's ahead for this model? I don't think that Rolex will discontinue the Rolex Root Beer this year. I do think they have other plans with rose gold and stainless steel. And I think that we'll see a new model released on the Bruce Wayne bezel, the GRNR bezel. A mix between a Bruce Wayne and a Root Beer. I think we'll see that this year. The Bruce Beer. So as part of Ryan's giveaway, we saw his post, we posted something. Give him a little speed challenge. Might do that in a second. Ryan just selected his Rolex giveaway, the Root Beer. So that's a $20,000+ watch that he's giving away to his fans. We're also gonna give away this watch to our fans.
Congratulations. Take care of your family and yourself.
Thank you guys all. The Rolex GMT Pepsi 126710 BLRO.
Take your thing at 50 knots. We're gonna flip the bird.
We exchange now.
Okay. This one. We have the Rolex Pepsi. Brand new. When you buy them, guys, try to keep the stickers on them if you can buy them.
They want you to take it off, I think.
Tell them to keep it. You have to ask.
Yeah?
This one, we already have a deal. So obviously this was an extravagant setting to purchase a watch. We bought the Pepsi from him for $17,000. On an Oyster bracelet, this watch trades at a much lower price than Jubilee. This was a year ago, so prices were a little bit lower. Anytime you get closer to Watches and Wonders, people's fear drives the market, so people think the Pepsi will get discontinued. The price is now above 20, even for an Oyster. For brand new Jubilee, the watch is trading right now for about $23,000, $22,500, all the way up to $25,000. If it does get discontinued this year, I think that the prices will exceed $25,000, even for an Oyster bracelet. The Pepsi, guys, of all stainless steel GMTs, trades at the highest price. That's even over the Bruce Wayne, which is at about $19,000. The Pepsi is also one of the least volatile models. One of our most bought and sold models here at WatchGuys. If you're looking for that model, go over to WatchGuys.com to check out our prices. The Rolex GMT Master 2 126710 BLNR. I've got a lot of these right now. I think I have 6.
Really?
Yeah, that's why I'm wearing one right now, because I have so many.
Yeah.
Wow, let's do it.
Yeah.
Give me a quote.
Right here, 11, right?
Okay, yeah.
All right.
14, 15 flip. Let's see. We haven't done a flip in a while.
See how it goes.
Usually lose them, so I'm gonna flip it.
It's not two-sided, right?
No.
All right.
You call it. Okay, ready?
So,
There we go. 14, 15. Give me heads. Is it tails?
yeah.
Mother. That's what we gotta do. Thank you. I remember a couple weeks ago we dropped a video about Rolex GMTs, and we shared that we had 6 Rolex GMT Batmans in stock. The comments were saying that you guys will never sell these. We ended up selling all those watches within a week. So it's not a watch that we're scared of stocking. We buy and sell this model probably the most of any GMT stainless steel model, or of any GMT model in general. The price stays very steady, similarly to the Pepsi, but it trades at just slightly underneath the Pepsi. Luis's prediction is that the Rolex GMT Batman will be discontinued this year. If that happens, it'll definitely shake up the watch world. Luis thinks that Rolex won't get rid of the GMT Batman collection, or the bezel rather. He thinks that they'll keep the bezel and offer it in precious metals. So the same watch offered in white gold or platinum, but on a meteorite dial. So that'll be exciting to see if that happens. We'll have to see. Stay tuned. The Rolex GMT Master 2 126710 GRNR. Now's the hard part for you.
I do like having what people don't have, so the Bruce Wayne's popular.
Right.
So I say we do the Bruce Wayne then.
I think you do the Bruce too. I think you want that one.
It's good then.
Got it?
Yeah, it's good, it's good.
All right, bro. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Congrats. Now for this deal, the customer ended up choosing the Bruce Wayne to have the latest and greatest Rolex, and he also chose it on an oyster bracelet. The Rolex Bruce Wayne is the top selling GMT model right now in the market. There's still a lot of craze, even though it just came out in 2024. Right now, the Rolex Bruce Wayne trades between $18,000 all the way up to $20,000. 18 would be on the lower end for an oyster bracelet, $20,000 for a brand new 2025 Jubilee. The Rolex GMT Master 2 126713 GRNR.
It's got the link, the extra links.
Yeah, yes,
Hey, thanks, man.
Yeah, there you go, right? Yeah. They told me that's what would happen here.
I appreciate it,
We
yeah.
take donations.
You didn't have to.
Down a lot.
Yeah.
So if you would have came in a month ago, 18 would have been okay, but thanks, you got a deal. Yeah. All right, thank you. You can have one of our subs too. So for this customer, he came in with the Zombie GMT. This was the first Zombie that we saw in person. This was in 2023, the middle of 2023. So it took about maybe 3 to 6 months to see this watch, even after it was announced from Watches and Wonders. He came in, he wanted $18,000 for the watch, which is about what we buy them for now, which is unfortunate because the retail price, which Rolex just increased, is now at about $17,800 after tax. You're left at just at about $19,000. So it's really a tough watch to buy on the secondary market because you want to walk out of Rolex net green positive, and someone like myself or anyone really is going to offer you 18 to 18.5, but it's a watch that trades at about 19, 19.5, all the way up to 21 if it's brand new untouched. But really the watch's price is right around that 19.5, $20,000 mark. Another fun fact about this watch is it's only offered on a Jubilee bracelet. All the other GMTs that we've discussed today, the Sprite, the Batman, the Pepsi, they're all offered on oyster and a Jubilee. The Rolex GMT Master 2 126720 VTNR.
That's the Sprite we got at retail.
Nice.
It's 1046, that's what it's blocking the date.
Oh,
Yeah.
If it was the opposite way, it wouldn't be blocking the date.
Oh, yeah. Lefty, probably.
Here's a quick moment from a customer who was wearing the Rolex Sprite. It's really a stunning model. If you've ever seen it out in public on a Jubilee bracelet, it catches my eye more so than a Pepsi, than a Bruce Wayne, or any other model. Really great looking watch, and currently the only lefty produced model by Rolex. This model trades between about 17 to 19,000, depending if it's brand new, unworn, with box and papers, the whole shebang. My prediction for this model is that it will get discontinued, and I do think that we might see Rolex flirt with this bezel on a righty model and add a green dial. This would be a Sprite Hulk. We'll have to see if this happens just in a couple weeks here. The Rolex GMT Coke 16710.
Bro, I don't know what's going on with these. They're just coming out of nowhere. There's so many of them right now.
Usually wouldn't wear it unless it was for some fancy
Too flashy,
events.
or yeah,
Yeah, you know, especially if you're like mainland China, it's
yeah.
best not to have that thing hanging on your
Is it
wrist.
dangerous over there? This particular customer brought in a Rolex Coke for sale. He had the watch for a very long time, but the days of him wearing the watch, enjoying it, came to an end. So he came to us to get the best price. This is a watch that we might see re-released by Rolex, reinvented with a ceramic bezel. And with that, we think that Rolex will discontinue the Rolex Pepsi. We'll have to wait and see on that one. The Rolex GMT 1675. First vintage GMT Root Beer. Here it is. Take a closer look. This is the 1675. This is the first ever root beer. This marked the tradition, marked the start of the root beer collection. Now you see them on the Ever Rose Gold root beers. You see them on the two-tone models with the oyster bracelet. This one here is a Jubilee bracelet. This bracelet was actually made from New York Rolex. That happened with Rolex back in the day. New York Rolex would make some of the bracelets. So this one's actually from New York Rolex. Bracelet's in okay condition, but it's all about the dial here, guys. Vintage watches are always about the dial. This one has a nipple dial, which means the hour markers here are slightly bigger, they're protruding, and they're actually made of yellow gold. It's a collector's dream, this nipple dial. So last thing about this watch, the root beer, the 1675 root beer came out in 1959. This watch right here is from 1969 with the Jubilee bracelet. The root beer was reinvented by Rolex in 2018 on the 126711 CHNR. You also saw this Rolex with Ryan Garcia. So now you guys have heard a bit of history on the Rolex GMT models that we included. Now we have some more history for you and how this model really started. Okay guys, in honor of Rolex's 70th year anniversary for the GMT collection, let's talk about some honorary GMT mentions and of course, the GMTs that we have currently available on WatchGuys.com. So first up guys, it's the Rolex GMT 6542. This model is known as the Pussy Galore model and was made very famous in James Bond movies. This model marked the collaboration between Pan Am Airways and Rolex and signified this collaboration with the colorway pattern that they chose, a red and blue Bakelite bezel. This bezel became very famous not until later, and today you'll see it on the 126710 Pepsi model, which may in fact get discontinued this year. Some other very popular GMT models to mention is the 1675. This is a vintage GMT. After that, we saw the 16710. We saw this on a Pepsi bezel, on a Coke bezel. We'll have to wait and see if Rolex releases a ceramic blueberry bezel this year, reinventing the vintage blueberry bezel from the past. In addition, Rolex has some other very popular GMT models such as the 16760. This is known as the Fat Lady. There's also the 16700 and several other models. You guys heard a bit of history on vintage Rolex GMTs. If you're in the market for a vintage Rolex, be sure to visit WatchGuys.com. If you have one on your wrist, you're looking to get the value of it, be sure to call us or visit WatchGuys.com. Click the Sell Rolex button. We're happy to assist you. Now guys, let's talk about the modern GMT collection and the prices in the current secondary market. All right guys, so first up we have a 16713 GMT. This is an aluminum bezel, two-tone oyster bracelet. This watch is also offered on a Jubilee bracelet. Price of this watch is $11,000. On a bank wire, you can get this for $10,500. On a Jubilee bracelet, expect a $1,000 price increase. Next up, we have the slightly newer version of this model exactly. This is the 116713 with a ceramic bezel. This watch is available for $14,500. It's a box and papers 2015 version. This watch also comes in a stainless steel version, the 116710 LN. This watch trades between $12,000 all the way up to $14,000 depending if you have box and paper. Next up guys, this is the best-selling GMT that we have and I believe in the market. It's a Rolex Batman on oyster bracelet. This watch here is offered on oyster, but they do also have a Jubilee bracelet. Prices for these watches range between $17,000 to $18,500 pending if you have box and papers. Next up we have a Sprite. This is a lefty GMT model. I do believe this watch will get discontinued. This is a 2025 brand new unworn, available for $18,500. The oyster version of the watch is right here. This watch sells for $17,300, also 2025 like new. Next up we have, this is the 126713. I just showed you guys the 116713. And then I also showed you the 16713. So come take a look over here. This is pretty cool. This is Rolex's evolution of the two-tone models. The 16713, this is a 2000s model. You have the 116,713, this is a 2010s model. And then of course this was introduced in 2023. Many people call this the Zombie, some call it the Bumblebee. I've even heard the Guinness. It's really dealer's choice on this one. The price for this watch is consistently right around $20,000. The one that I have here is a 2025 brand new unworn and available for $20,200 on WatchGuys.com. That's a bank wire price, by the way, of $19,700. Next up, we have the Bruce Wayne. This was released in 2024 at Watches and Wonders. This is virtually, come on over this way. Remember I mentioned that this watch has a stainless steel version, the 116710, on a black ceramic bezel. That became basically this, the 126710, on a GRNR bezel, which is the same bezel as the two-tone watch that I just showed you. This here, GRNR bezels are denoted with a gray under and a black up top. So it's a gray and black bicolor ceramic bezel. This watch trades pretty consistently at about $18,000 to $19,000, 19 range on Jubilee, and about $18,500 range on Oyster. Of course, these watches are brand new. You even still have Rolex's QR codes on them with stickers. If you guys are interested in any of these models, be sure to visit WatchGuys.com. We always have them in stock as they always sell. Last but not least, we have a rose gold reference 126711. This is a 2024 with box and papers, available for $19,800 on a bank wire, $20,200 or $300 on credit card. So my prediction this year, guys, is that the Root Beer will stay in continuation. It'll stay in production, but we're gonna see it offered on a GRNR bezel. So we saw the Zombie in 2023, we saw the Bruce Wayne in 2024, and in 2025, I think that we'll see basically a Root Beer Bruce Wayne. a GRNR bezel offered on two-tone rose gold, oyster, and jubilee. The watch will trade above 20,000. The retail on it will probably be what this one is, 17.8, about 19.5 after tax. And guys, that's everything that we have here in store for the Rolex GMTs. Be sure to visit WatchGuys.com. If you're interested in any vintage models, 1675, a 167, 600, any of these, we do carry them on WatchGuys.com. They're always in stock. The older references you can get at around the $10,000 mark, so great entry-level GMTs. For now, guys, let's get back to the episode. Happy 70th year anniversary for Rolex. Comment below your prediction. We'll see you guys soon. Back to the episode. That's the prices in the current secondary market of Rolex GMTs. Now, what wasn't included is the GMT Master 2 Pepsi. You can get this watch between $18,000 all the way up to $25,000, depending if it's on an Oyster bracelet or a Jubilee bracelet. We do have a 2025 coming in this week. It might be available on the website already as an online-only product, which takes about a week to ship. We do this when we do have watches coming in. Now, quick fun fact about the Rolex Pepsi is the bezel. The bezel causes Rolex production issues, and this is one of the reasons that many collectors believe that Rolex will discontinue the Pepsi and release the Coke. The Coke is a bit easier for them to produce, and this has to do with the production of the blue bezel, the red bezel, the bicolor blue and red bezel, mixing the chemicals of it. One thing you'll notice is if you hold a UV light to the Pepsi bezel, you'll see that it has a red undertone. That's because Rolex actually produces the bezel as a red bezel. They chemically have to mix it to make it blue on the bottom. And many people say that fakes don't go this far into detail to, make this intricate detail a reality. So if you've fallen in love with the Rolex GMT like me, head over to WatchGuys.com, select your favorite GMT, and order it today. You'll have the watch overnighted to your home, but first you'll need to know how to use the watch. Let us show you how to use your Rolex GMT Master 2.
Okay guys, so as many of you know, the GMT is a pilot's watch, which means it's a dual time zone watch. So you're able to track your hour using the local hand here or the bezel. So let me show you guys how to use it. When you first get your watch in the mail, it might not be running. The way to get the watch up and running again is two things. You can either put it on and just start wearing it. With the force of movement from wearing it, it's going to rotate the rotor in the back. This will get the watch up and running. The other thing you want to do is you want to wind it. So the way to do that is you unscrew the crown. It's going to pop right at you. You can feel it. Then you give it a couple rotations. You'll hear the wind. So this will get the watch up and running. After you give it a couple winds, you want to set your hour and date. The way to do that is you pull it out once. You'll hear a little click. Rotate the crown. It's going to change the dates. So the first position is for the hour hand, which controls the hours and also the date. This is the GMT's version of the quick set. So today's the 21st of March here in Los Angeles, and it is currently 2:19. So now we have the hour. Let me move this. Second position here is for the minutes. So you can go up or down. So 2:19, that's right about here. Once you're done, what you want to do is you want to push the crown through. You'll hear it click. So that's back to wind. So then to close it, you want to push and turn. This is going to lock the crown in place, which will seal it, and it'll be waterproof to 100 meters. If you don't seal it properly and the crown stays open, water can get inside. It's going to rust your watch and it's going to get ruined. So now that you know how to set the local time, let me show you how to set the secondary time zone. The way to do it is you have to match up this bezel with the green hand or the hour hand. This bezel is a military time zone bezel. So for example, if it's 9 p.m. in London, let's set it to 21. That's 9 p.m. So now that we set it to 21, we are now tracking the London time zone. So that's option 1. Option 2, if you don't want to track it using the green hand, you can track it using your local hour hand. So same thing, you set it to the 21. There you go, that's 21. It's now tracking it using this hour hand. Okay, so now let's just say you're going from Los Angeles to Dubai. It's currently 1 a.m. in Dubai. This is how you set the time zone. So if you use the green hand once again, it's 1 a.m. So you're gonna set it here to this dot right in the middle. That's 1 a.m. This is tracking that time zone. The other option is, once again, you line it up with your local hour hand. Okay, so now that you know how to use your GMT, next step is put it on your wrist, wear it, and go about your day.
Guys, with that concludes the episode. Make sure to hit the subscribe button for more content just like this. We have some major announcements coming up. See you guys very soon back on Selling Time. Thank you. God bless. It might be a different discussion if in 2 weeks Rolex discontinues the Pepsi. I think they're yanking everyone by the shorts again, and I think it's not going to be discontinued.